Hello. Welcome to our yoga class in bed. What a great way to kick the morning off, am I right? We're going to focus on our lower back today. Give our lower back some love, especially if you work at a desk and you're preparing to go off to work. This is a beautiful little sequence to just gently help us ease into the day. Begin a fresh new perspective, feel all cheery-eyed and bushy-tailed. So whenever you're ready, you don't even have to get out of bed. We're going to start lying down. So make sure you're a little comfy here. Extend your legs long. First of all, just reach the arms above the head. Squeeze everything together. Oof, feel all of those muscles beginning to awaken and release them. Inhale, keep the arms above the head. Take one more little squeeze. And exhale, take all of your limbs, your feet to the left, as well as your arms. Making a nice little C shape, really reaching out, maybe pointing the toes, reaching with the fingers, getting a nice side body stretch. And then make your way back through center. Big inhale. And exhale, everything over to the right. Make yourself look like a banana. Big breaths. And whenever you're ready to meet back in center, we're going to hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around them. Noticing how your body feels this morning. Noticing in what state you woke up. If you already felt energized, or maybe you're a little lethargic this morning. Finding some presence to begin the day, just sitting with our breath, holding yourself close. And on your next breath, gently place the left foot onto the bed, crossing this right ankle over the left knee. Sending the arms by the sides, palms face down. So we're pressing into the bed. So we're really sending the lower back down, making sure that the spine is nice and long. Pressing this right knee away, opening through the hips, using all of your body to press down into the bed. Maybe a little smile comes to the face. Find another breath here. And then reach the arms under the legs, grabbing onto the back of the left thigh, pulling the legs in close to the chest, flexing the feet, moving nice and slow, just waking up the glute, waking up the mind as well. Maybe we want to blink the eyes open really wide a few times. Wake up the eyeballs. And then on this next exhale, we have an option to extend the left leg, still pulling the legs in towards the chest, and now reaching more of a hamstring stretch. So we can continue holding on to the back of the thigh, or maybe we want to reach for the ankle, depending on our flexibility or range of motion. Pulling the leg in a little bit closer for this last breath. And exhale, release it down, uncross the legs, plant the right foot, and cross the left knee over, pressing the knee open, and then sending the palms down into the bed. Taking your awareness to the lower back, trying to find as much length during this little sequence as we can. It's a problem area for a lot of people. We have a lot of chronic pain in the lower back, so beginning your morning trying to decompress is magnificent. And I wonder if you'll feel a difference throughout the day by beginning your day this way. And then pulling the legs into the chest, reverse pigeon, still flexing the feet. Nice, even, natural breaths. Just letting yourself gently wake up, maybe noticing what thoughts are arising for you first thing this morning. Maybe it's your to-do list. Maybe we had some interesting dreams that are popping back up. Just observing whatever it may be. And then taking our optional hamstring stretch, extending this right leg. Still holding yourself nice and close. Maybe we'd like to keep the eyes closed for some parts of this practice. Very much so, gently easing out of nighttime sleepiness. Exhale, release the legs. Taking the knees together, the shins are parallel to the bed here. So plant the arms down. We can reach them out to the sides and find little circles. So pressing the back into the mat, circling out, waking up the hips, finding whatever feels good to you here. Maybe very small circles, maybe very large ones. And making sure to go the opposite way after a few rounds. Connecting to the core, especially if your bed is super soft. All right. And when you feel nice and open, you're going to take the legs up, shins parallel to the bed. Extend the arms out by the sides. Maybe scoot to the middle of the bed. And just take a little twisting flow. So on the exhale, we let the knees drop to one side. Inhale, raise them back up using core. And exhale, let them drop. So again, we can keep the knees in, tucked in really tight. Or maybe we let them fall further away towards the hips. Trying both of those, seeing which ones feel the best to you. Just kind of rolling around. Finding some fun here this morning. Maybe you want to take your whole body with it. Just start rocking and rolling. It's actually kind of fun. I recommend. I invite you to add some playfulness into your morning. This will energize you a little bit for sure. And you can go as slow as you would like. Don't have to match my kind of vigorous pace here. Whenever you feel good and even, maybe a few more breaths. We can return back onto the back. grabbing onto the toes, the big toes or the ankles, and just letting the legs open here for happy baby. We'll stay here for a little bit. So finding some rest after the movement. We like to try to find moments of stillness as we're moving about in our practice, moments that you can reflect or check in. Returning to the breath. Just noting this new day that you can do whatever you want with. It is yours for the taking. Maybe releasing some emotions with this hip opener, letting anything come to the surface, let it go. Anything that you don't need to bring into this new day. Excuse me, sorry about my voice there. Maybe open the mouth and take a few exhales audibly. Letting the weight of the legs pull down by the sides of the body. And taking a few more rounds of breath to just be. A few seconds of you time. And on your next exhale, gently bring the legs back together, extending them long. Coming into a little dead bug pose. So flexing the feet, we can keep the knees bent. We just want to get the blood flowing up to the heart center. Sending the hands up towards the toes. Maybe wiggle out the fingers. We can use this opportunity to point and flex the feet, maybe roll out the ankles and the wrists, especially if we're about to do some desk work. Working through the joints, noticing any cracks of the body, waking up. See if you can feel the energy there, living in your fingers, living in your toes. Finding one last breath, finishing out your joint rolls. And then plant the left foot down, keeping the right raised for a one-legged dead bug. Just one breath here, pressing the lower back down into the bed. And exhale, switch. Plant the right foot, extend the left. Using this foot to press yourself down. All right. And then coming up to a seat, we can find a fun little roll, which I recommend and invite you to do. Maybe taking the backs of the thighs and kind of rolling up. Otherwise, we can meet an easy seat, however feels good to you. Maybe slowly, a little bit slower. So just finding your easy seat crossed at the ankles. Let's settle in. Inhale. Reach up through the crown of the head, find length in the spine. Inhale, reach the shoulders up, and exhale, just take one roll back. Just trying to open through the chest, gazing forward. Visualizing the length of the spine as it reaches from the tailbone all the way up through the back, through the shoulders, through the back of the neck, up through the skull. One big breath and exhale it out. This time on the inhale, reach the arms up. Nothing too crazy, just waking them up. And then exhale, twist to the right. Taking a few breaths here. Just gently finding your gaze over the right shoulder. And exhale through center. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Feeling the lower back. Maybe feeling the internal organs waking up. Exhale through center. Letting the hands find the knees. For a little seated cat-cow, just raise the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, round through the back, tuck the chin, let the head fall. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck the chin. Finding 2 more rounds. Moving at your own pace. And meeting back in neutral spine. Gently coming into child pose whenever you're ready. Melting the heart down, reaching the fingertips out. Exhale. Nice long arms. Letting the forehead come down. Take a big, beautiful breath in and exhale. Let the arms become a little heavy. On this next inhale, lift the head very gently. Walk the hands over to the right side, really reaching, pressing away, reaching for the edge of the bed. Finding a big side stretch, big breath in, breathing into the ribs. Exhale, walk the hands through center and over to the left, reaching away. Sending the hips back towards the toes and the fingertips out in front. Exhale, come back to your child pose. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Finding some stillness. And whenever you're ready, gently, very slowly roll up to sitting on the heels, reaching the fingertips back, letting them glide up as we come to sit on the heels. Finding any little movements that we need before we end our practice here today. Maybe little shoulder rolls, maybe a little neck stretch. take this moment to listen to your body, see what it tells you. What do you need to begin your day feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, and ready to go? And once you have found what you need, we can take one final breath together, sealing in this beautiful power of a new day. Inhale, reach up. Hands meet, and exhale, heart center. Bring it all in. Thank you so much for joining me today in bed for this lovely morning practice. I really hope you enjoyed it, and it was a nice little wake up for you to get your day rocking and rolling. If you enjoyed this morning flow, I do have a few bedtime ones as well that I will link below if you'd like to check those out as a nice little ease drifting off into dreamland practice. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to the next time we see each other.